Now let us solve the question number 15, which says that let ddx of px is equals to e to the power sin x by x, where x greater than 0, if integration 1 to 2 3 by x e to the power sin x cube dx is equal to p of k minus p of 1, then which of the following is the possible value of k? Okay, so we have to find out the possible value of k. Now what we are going to do, you actually can see this condition. What we can conclude from this condition, I can say writing this ddx of px is equal to e to the power sin x by x, right? In other words, I can say that px is the antiderivative of e to the power sin x by x, right? In any closed and bounded interval, I can say that px is the antiderivative of e to the power sin x by x. Okay, now we have to find out this value of this integration. Okay, so I am writing this integration 1 to 2 3 by x e to the power sin x cube. Okay, so x cube dx. Okay, what I can do, I am let x cube is equal to z. Okay, I am putting x cube is equal to z. Then by differentiating both sides, I can write 3x squared dx is equal to dz. Yeah, I can write 3x squared dx is equal to dz. So what I am doing, I am writing 3x squared by x cube. Okay, 1 to 2 e to the power sin x cube dx. Okay, so it is equal to integration. Now you can see that 3x squared dx is equal to dz. So I am replacing 3x squared dx with dz. Okay, now you can see that x cube equal to z. So I can write e to the power sin x cube as sin z. Okay, and as x cube equal to z, so it is z. Okay, now we have to find out the range. Okay, so this is integration. So xz. Okay, so it is if x equal to 1, z equal to 1, and if x equal to 2, z equal to 8, right? So this is nothing but 1 to 8. Okay, now you can see that as px is the antiderivative of x, so by using fundamental theorem of integral calculus, I can write it as p of 8 minus p of 1. Okay, now comparing equating this with the value of this integration which is given to us, that p of k minus p of 1. So this is equal to p of k minus p of 1. Hence I can say that k is equal to 8. Okay, so let us see the options. So option B is our correct option. This all about the question number 15. Now let's go to the question number 16. Question number 16 says that the distance of the point 1 minus 2 3 from the plane x minus y plus z is equal to 11 measured along a line parallel to x by 2 equal to y by 2 equal to z by 6. Okay, that is we have to find out the distance from the point 1 minus 2 3 of the point 1 minus 2 3 from the plane x minus y plus z equals to 11 measured along a line parallel to x by 2 equal to y by 3 equal to z by 6. Okay, now here we don't need to find the perpendicular distance, right? Let me tell you by the picture of this problem. Just a minute. Draw. This is. Let this be our given plane. Okay, so this is our plane x minus y plus z. Okay, and this is our point 1 minus 2 3. Okay, let this line be represented by this line. Just a second. Okay, what happened? Yeah. Okay. Let this is be the line x by 2 is equal to y by 3 is equal to z by 6. Okay, so we have to find out the distance of this plane from this point along the line parallel to this line. So we have to find out the distance, this distance. Okay, we have to find out this distance. Okay, I am considering this point as A, this point as B. Okay, so we have to find out the length of AB. Okay, so find the length of AB. What I am going to do, first of all, we need to find out the equation of AB. Okay, how to find the equation of AB? Now, as you can see that, this is our straight line CD. Okay, you can see that CD is parallel to AB, and this is our equation of CD. Okay, I am writing the equation of CD. Solution. Okay, x by 2 is equal to y by 3 is equal to z by 6. Okay, now I know that any line parallel to this line, equation of any line parallel to this line is of the form x minus x1 by 2 is equal to y minus y1 by 3 is equal to z minus z1 by 6. Okay, now as you can see that this line passes through the point 1 minus 2 3. We just need to put the value of 1 in place of x1, minus 2 in place of y1, 3 in place of z. Okay, so the equation of AB is x minus 1 by 2 is equal to y plus 2 by 3 is equal to z minus 3 by 6. Okay, we got the equation of our required straight line AB. Okay, now I am considering as it is T. Okay, now any point on AB is of the form, any point on AB is of the form 2t plus 1, 3t minus 2 and 6t plus 3. Okay, any point on AB is of the form this. Now you can see that B is also a point on AB, then B is also of the form this. Okay, now you also can see that B is also lying on this plane. Okay, B is also lying on this plane. Here I just need to put this value here to get the value of T. As B lies on this plane, then B must satisfy this equation. So I can say that 2t plus 1 minus 3t minus 2 plus 6t plus 3 is equal to 11. Okay, yeah, so we have to find out the value of T. In simplifying, I can say that 2t plus 1 minus 3t plus 2 plus 6t plus 3 is equal to 11, right? So I can say that 2t minus 3, that is minus t plus 6t is equal to 5t. 1 plus 2 plus 3, it is equal plus 6 is equal to 11. Hence 5t is equal to 5. Then the value of t is equal to 1. Okay, we got the value of t. Hence the coordinate of B is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1 comma 3 into 1 minus 2 comma 6 into 1 plus 3. So it is nothing but 3, 1 and 9. Okay, so we got the coordinate of P. This is 3, 1, 9. Now we just need to find the distance of AB. It is very easy, as the coordinate of A is 1 minus 2 3, 1 minus 2 3. So root over of 3 minus 1 square plus 1 minus a minus 2 square plus 9 minus 3 square. So this is equal to 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. So this is equal to 2 square equal to 4, 3 square equal to 9 and 6 square equal to 36. So this is nothing but 49, and root over of 49 is equal to 7. Okay, now let us see the options. So C is our option 7. So 7 is option C. Hence we can say that C is our correct option. This is all about the question number 16. Now let's solve the question number 17. Which says that the number of words that can be constructed using 10 letters of English alphabet such that 5 vowels appears exactly once in the word. Okay, so we have to construct a word using 10 letters where 5 vowels appear exactly once. Okay, so this is let 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we know that there are 5 vowels and 21 consonants. Okay, so I can say that among these 10 letter words 5 vowels are there. So this and this. Okay, and remaining will be filled by the consonant. You can see that there is no restriction on the consonants. Okay, so it can be chosen in 21 ways. It also can be chosen as in 21 ways. It also can be chosen in 21 ways. It can be chosen in 21 ways, and it also can be chosen in 21 ways. Okay, so this is 21 into 21 into 21 into 21 into 21. So it is 21 to the power 5. Okay, so in our answer 21 to the power 5 must present. So I can say that option C is our correct option, although we did not yet, we don't find the, although we don't get the answer yet. Okay, now we already find the correct option. Now we are going to find our answer. Okay, now you can see that as each vowel appears exactly one, you can see that there are 5 vowels, and you can see that among these 10 letters words I need to choose 5 vowels. So how many ways I can choose 5 vowels among these 10 letters? It must be 10C5. Okay, and among them they can be arranged in 5 factorial ways. So this is multiplied by 5 factorial and multiplied by 21 to the power 5. So combining this is nothing but 10p5 multiplied by 21 to the power 5. Okay, so this is our correct option. Okay, now let us solve the question number 18.